So the point is, and I'm sorry I'm recording this late. I should have recorded this earlier. We're just going to start, and we might as well start. We're 5 minutes early. It's okay. It's all good. But let me say this to you guys before we even get into today's big announcements and all those different things. That's great. But the truth of the matter is, why should I even waste my time opening up a trading room to people who want or don't want to learn? If you want to learn, then come, because what happens is that it requires a certain knowledge, okay? And you're not going to all get it at the same time. But the truth of the matter is, and the blessing is, when you do get it, you're going to get it, and your family will be the beneficiaries of it. So don't compare yourself to others based on what they are able to do, because you don't know what happens behind the scenes. You don't know how long they've been at it. Okay. And it doesn't even matter about their race. That's their race and their journey. Your job is getting into a new industry, study it like it's nobody's business, outstudy everybody. You hear what I'm saying? Outstudy everybody, stick to it until you get your routine. Keep it simple, which we're going to be going over that today. Keep your routine simple, but study your craft. Especially if you're talking about, I want to quit my job and replace. Okay, how you going to quit your job when you're doing a half-done job of studying your craft? And yet you expect your family to depend on your laziness? So you can come in and just treat it like a casino? No, God forbid. God forbid. Slow down. Take your time and study your craft. I haven't worked a job in years. But when I was working, I studied and I studied and I studied and I studied. Even after all these years, I really can't think of how many days I've actually technically took off. Even on weekends, I'm studying, I'm still studying. I'm just a student. I'm just a few steps ahead of you guys, but I'm a student of this business because the markets are ever changing. Why is the markets ever changing? Because the world is changing. And the markets are a reflection of what's happening in the world. So you can never just sit and be lazy. It's always something you need to keep yourself abreast upon. I never liked that term, abreast, but that's not a good term. Abreast. No, I want a five. No, let me quit playing. We got new people coming in here. All right, you guys, we got 2 minutes before we're supposed to start. But let me go over a couple of announcements and then we're going to get this going. And then I have to answer, I'm going to answer whatever questions y'all have. You know, try to do the best we can from there. And then I have an appointment, so I got to make sure to get out of here on time. So number one, just so everybody is very clear, I'm not a financial advisor, so I'm not trying to give you financial advice. Let me make sure I got my notes with me. I ain't said this in a long time, huh, y'all? I'm not a financial advisor, so I'm not trying to give you financial advice. We're just looking at the charts, looking at indicators, trying to see what they're telling us about what the market has to say. Okay. Number two, please make sure when we do get to the question and answer period that your background noise is under control, because this is being recorded for playback, and people do want to hear your question and they do want to hear my answer. Which, by the way, there is no stupid question. So if you're a beginner, please do not feel intimidated by asking a question. I really don't care. In fact, I think that if you don't ask a question when you actually have the opportunity to ask somebody who is a few steps ahead of you, I think you're very unwise. No need of you putting your money up on the table, trying to gamble it away, and then you're scared to ask a question. That's the whole point of me opening this up to the general public moving forward. Unless there's something that I don't like, I'm going to continue to just leave it open for the public. So every Wednesday, you guys can drop in here and ask your questions. Of course, I'm going to be using my trading system. So please don't ask me questions about, you know, what, hey, I use this system and I use that system. I can't help you. Okay. You can throw out questions about a trade and I can use our trading systems to show you the setups and how I see it and interpret it. But there you go. Okay. But again, I just want to make sure that we're all on the same page. Okay. But there is no stupid question. Okay. because that was part of my problem when I was starting up the gate. I thought my questions were stupid. I didn't want to ask because it seemed like everybody else is succeeding. So why would I ask a question and da-da-da? But no, ask your questions. I'm more than happy to answer to the best of my ability, okay? Make sure that when we do get to the question and answer period, that your background noise is under control, because this is being recorded for playback, and the people do want to hear your questions and they do want to hear my answers. So please, please, please make sure your background noise is under control, okay? So if you're at work or where's crying babies, barking dog, whatever, step away from the noise, ask your question, then put yourself back on mute, okay? All right. Next, please make sure that when you're trading that you're using disposable income. Disposable income simply means just that, it's disposable. It means that whether you win or lose the trade, it's not detrimental to your family. You're not using rent money, car note money, baby Similac money, baby mama money, you know what I mean? Whatever it is, you ain't using that money. You just, you've wisely paid your bills, you have some in savings, and this is just left over, okay? Just to protect your family. The other thing is, also, please make sure that if anybody is private messaging you saying, hey, send me some Bitcoin, send me this and that, I'm Uncle P, and I'm Miss Jenny, I'm Mr. Elvis, and I'll trade for you, I'll do this and that, and this for you. No, okay? No, that ain't us. Never have and never will. Okay, anything that's new that we do, I always put out a video so you guys can hear my voice and see my face attached, such as this morning. We're going to have a very fun meeting today with this new system, but you're always going to see me announce it first to make absolutely sure you guys are not being taken advantage of by these scammers and wolves in sheep clothing, okay? Period. So if anybody's private messaging you, please ignore them and don't fool with them, because it's not us. We don't do that, okay? All right, let me welcome all new people. If you're new and this is your first time joining us, please type a 500 in the box. I want to say hello to you. If this is your first time. And again, moving forward, every week, it's going to be open to the general public. Okay, any new member, any new people who've never been here before? If not, it looks like a lot of family members, super easy family members. Okay, hey, hi, hello. That's, I think that was Wong. All right, hey, Paul, hi. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Anybody else? Okay, welcome, 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 you guys. Anybody else? Okay. All right, well, let's get started. I got a lot to cover for you guys. Hey, Edward, how are you? Good, 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 good. Nice to meet you, nice to meet you. And again, just tune in every week, you guys. So every Wednesday, same time, same bat channel, unless I got a vacation or something. Just keep tuning in. Just come on in. Just come on in, you know, and I'll help out the best I can. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so for many of you who've been with me for quite a long time, you know that I have been teaching about the ocean wave theory, which, by the way, let me do this real quick. I just recorded a video. I'm waiting for my thumbnail people to get done with it. Let me do this for you. I want to play this video first.
Okay, guys, I'm just going to show you some more trades, and this is
Yep,
the
stop.
Simplicity Sexy.
So wait.
Trade.
Dang it, slow down. All right. Let me switch screens so you guys can see this. These are some trades I took today. Oh, here we go. All right, let's go to screen one. So this video is going to come up later on today, and this is going to be vitally important. Okay. All right, so let's scoot this back and make sure y'all can see my screen. Okay, yeah, so let's play it.
Okay, you guys, I'm just going to show you some more trades, and this is with the Simplicity Sexy trading system. And so I told you guys that you want to trend trade in the beginning of the week, and midweek you want to get out of there for midweek reversal. And so this is a simple 415er. You can see it's hitting on the bottom of our Simplicity zone. 15-minute, wait for the arrow, and there it was. It's doing a pullback, but eventually it may continue to go up. So I may just close it out, take my money and run, and wait for that pullback. The next one is the Swiss JPY. As you can see, this is 23 pips. Right here, you can clearly see this is a restricted area. And so basically another 415er. There's the arrow. I got in a little bit late, but now it's bouncing off support, so it'll probably go back up into the trend. So I'll be closing that one out, taking my money and run. And there we go. So that was 23 and 23. Just gathering quick pips. All right, let's go to the Euro USD. Going back to that 4 hour, and you can see there it is, bouncing off the bottom of my zone. If you're in the signals group, you see the daily dot, which shows you the daily special levels that we have created for that indicator, which is just wonderful how that thing works. Been using it for years. But you can see it's bouncing, drop to the 15-minute, and let's make this a little bit bigger. And there's your arrow. So I'm just going to hold this trade. Okay, and then next, let's go to NZD CAD. NCAD is what I call it. So let's take a look at NCAD. I also got 30 pips off of this one. Okay, 30 more pips off of this one. So let's, same thing. See how it's bouncing to the bottom of the zone, drop down to the 15-minute, and voila, you can see the arrow came up. It came back and retested, and I got in on that retest, and it's sitting right there, but it's sitting against resistance. So that's 30 quick pips off of that one. I'll take my money and run. Okay. And then last but not least, USD CAD is another one. And this one, same thing. It's top dancing off the top of my zones, daily dot, all the resistance stuff that I need. So I'm going to drop down to the 1 hour. And you can see, there we go again. You can clearly see it. So this one, go to the 15-minute and look at there, right at the zero, right there. Okay, so I think I'm gonna hold that one. Okay, so anyway, just want to show you guys a couple of more trades so that you guys can kind of see midweek reversals is just that. It means just that, midweek reversals. It means it's going.
Okay, so I'll play the rest of that one later. Now, here's the deal. How many of you guys ever tried to jump into some reversal trades and got your behind toe up? Keep it real in the group, okay? Huh? Come on, keep it real. That's what we're gonna talk about. It happens to the best of us. Huh? Huh? You jumped in, you thought you saw something, and the market whacked your butt cheeks. Right? Right? Okay, here's the reason why. All right, and before I introduce the new system, let me give you guys a concept. Okay, here's the concept. The problem is, and I was talking with Miss Donna yesterday, which Donna, raise your hand, please, because I think I'm going to bring you on so we can kind of share our discussion points yesterday we had. Okay, and I'll click on you and just, hold on, that's not the right last name. Do we got two Donnas? I'm talking about my admin. Hey, Miss Donna, hold on. Let me tell her. Oh, okay, that's you. Okay, cool. All right. So I'll bring you on in just a minute. Okay, so thank you. All right. Oh, didn't know that. Okay. All right, cool. So here's the deal. Oftentimes when we are looking at the markets will tear us up because you don't know what's going on. And as I was discussing this with Ms. Donna yesterday, one of the biggest problems is that before we talk about indicators, and listen, please, if you don't hear nothing else, hear me good. Some of you guys, you wonder why you bought 500 indicators, EAs, and all these different things, and yet you're struggling. Part of the problem is, hold on one second. Okay, let me do this. Hearing a lot of static. I'll turn it off now. Part of the problem is that you're not being taught, unless you're in this group, you're not being taught the actual market itself. And when I say the market itself, yeah, you see these setups and you call it price action, but that's not teaching you the market itself. Listen, if I was to introduce you to my wife who's a very pleasant person, I can bring her into the room and she's so kind, she'll smile and everything else, okay? But if she gives a certain facial expression, you wouldn't pick up on it, but I will, because I've been with this woman for a decade. So even the slightest facial expression, I would know that something is on her mind that you did not pick up. Type of amen if you guys would agree with this concept. I want to set the stage so that you guys understand why we built this new system, okay? If you introduce me to a family member, a cousin, significant other, or somebody, they'll greet me and say hello with a smile on their face, but you can look at their facial expression and you will know right off the top if something was wrong or something was off, if they really did like Uncle P when they met him, or whether they were just pretending and they just ain't feeling them. I wouldn't know the difference because they went up, smiled at me, and shook my hand. But you would know because you spent what? Time with them. So even the slightest movements and facial expressions, you know whether something's all right or if something's wrong. Why? Because you spent time with the person. Now, I'm currently spending time with the person you introduced me to, but it's such a short amount of time. All I know is, okay, they dressed nice, they had nice hair, this, that, and the other. So I have this general idea about them, but I don't know them in depth. So if I come along and say, well, you know what? I think your friend need to be blah, 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 blah. After shaking their hand and meeting them for 5 minutes, I don't know enough about them to start actually dictating their actions. And this is what retail traders do wrong that the banks and institutions have down pat. They understand market conditions. They understand the flow of the market. So the market moves on a general pattern on a weekly basis. So if you don't understand that pattern that it does, then no matter how many indicators you buy, you're going to start using them at the wrong time. Why? Because you're so focused on price action and indicators, but you're failing to pay attention to the one you're applying it to. And it's called the market. There's two parts to trading. The first part is the market itself. Do you understand what it's going to do today? Then when you understand that, then you come back with your price action self and your indicators, and then you know what to apply. That's like a fool going out, which I see a lot of youngsters doing. It makes zero sense to me. I know they behind stank. I'm like, you need to shower. It is 150 degrees outside, and yet you got a hoodie on. Why? Because that's the style. I don't care about the style. It's 150. I know you stinking and sweating up under there. And you look stupid. Why? Because it doesn't fit the weather. When it's 150, you should be having on a t-shirt, tank top, whatever, to let some breeze come up in there. No, you want to bag yourself up with a hood. Then when it's cold outside, that's when they want to wear t-shirts and everything else. They're doing things but backwards. Type of 20 if this is making sense. I need you to pay attention, okay? Because again, you can surf the internet anywhere. I've been doing this a long time. Nobody teaches this. And this is why Mr. Elvis kept saying, Uncle P, let the people come in so that they can learn. Nobody's teaching this. They teach their styles, they teach their indicators, but they're not teaching you the very market you're trying to apply it to. So when you go in and do it, it don't work for you. You're like, what the freaking heck, man? Well, the problem is the person ain't sharing that they finally learned when to do it. So why am I saying all of this? For one big reason. Here it is. The market likes to go into trend trades, and then it goes into reversals. And well, I'm going to show you several examples so that you guys can actually see this with your own eyeballs. But now with the new system, you're going to know when to go into the trend, and you're going to visually see it very easy. But then you're also going to know when it's time to do reversals. So why did I play that video first? Because we've always known midweek what? Type. Midweek what? My students, y'all should know this. Type. There you go. Reggie, y'all know it. All right, don't play like you don't know. You know. We know in here, because we've been talking about it forever, midweek reversals. Midweek. Why midweek? Because that's when the market wants to give up the midweek reversals. That's when they want to do it. The majority of retail traders are trying to call the tops and bottoms of the market. They're doing it on Sundays and Mondays. If it's called midweek reversal, then what the freaking heck do you think the beginning of the week is? Type. Thank you. Trending. The market is in a trend. So you wonder why your accounts keep getting blown on the beginning of the week. And then when you finally do see some good setups, your account is empty. Why? Because you are using a good strategy at the wrong time. The market didn't want that. Let's go to some charts. All right. Let's show just this one alone, USD CAD, okay? USD CAD, was it trending up or down? Talk. Which way was it going, up or down? Okay, all right. Kind of hard when it's jiggity jaggedy, but it's topping out on what day? What day is this? What day is this? Or what's the other way of saying it? It's what? Mid what? Mid what? Come on, talk. Midweek reversal. So notice how it's been constantly pushing. And here we are at the midweek and slowing down. Let's look at this one, Euro USD. What direction was it going all this time? And yet, now it's setting up for what? Midweek reversal. Let me show you this. Let's go back to this UCAD. Watch this. Now take a look if you was just in something like this the whole time. You would have got him right here. Hold on, let me show you this. Let me expand it. You got him right here. All the arrows told you which way the market was trying to go. Your MACD was in agreement. You took this trade. And that was 71 easy pips for you. Let's take a look at Euro USD. How about that one? What if all you needed was just something like this that just told you exactly what you needed to know, kept it simple, kept the game plan simple, you got in and you rolled it down for about another 121 pips. Now you can actually see it. Oh, hold on. Some of you guys, you blew your account on USD JPY. Oh my God, look at there. How pretty was that? And look at the arrows. We built, this is your money maker right here. This is your money maker. How many times have you asked yourself about, well, I want to trade with the trend? How many times have you heard the trend is your friend? Type. Type a yes if you heard that. The trend is your friend. Watch this. Here's my statement. The trend is your friend only if you know when to get in. I will repeat that. The trend is your friend only if you know when to get in. And some of you guys have been getting your behinds toe up because guess what? You were trying to do reversal trades when the market was clearly telling you what? It wanted to go up. And you're trying to call the tops on these or the bottoms, and it wasn't finished yet. That's why you kept getting your behind quack. Tearing your little cheeks up. And all you had to do was wait for the alert from the scanner. It said boom. You check your money maker. You check your MACD setting and take the trade. And look at this one. That one would have topped you out at another 150 pips. You feel what I'm saying? Just easy. Just coasting in. See, here's one. I'm waiting for this one to drop. Now this one, and as you're going through the tutorials, you'll learn when to do these, okay? The best ones you want to do are these, which look at this one. This is the Euro GBP. What if you would have got in right here and rolled that thing all the way down to its low point, which you would have did? That's another 40 right there. Okay. And you're just hopping into these. I know people got ate up on this one. Okay. I know they did. Let's go here. I'm going to the 4 hour on this one. One of the things you're going to learn is shrink the charts so you can thin it out and you'll see exactly what happened. How many people lost money? Now, you don't have to confess on yourself, but tell the truth. How many people you think lost money trying to call the tops and bottoms on the Swiss JPY over the last several weeks? How many people? If you think it's a lot of people, type a lot. See, because you couldn't see it. You couldn't see it. Okay. Now it's starting to slow down. And that's why you're seeing these X's. So when you see the arrows, this is telling you it's heading down on the lower time frames. When it's X, it means neutral territory, and we'll learn that in the tutorials. But truth be told, look, I'm gonna have to shrink these candles so low. Look at if you took this one trade off the foe. This thing been riding into the sunset. Guess how many pips you would have made off of one trade just holding it? 2,153 pips. Jesus, ain't this good stuff? Because now you can see it. Now you can see what was, remember, watch this. Hey, this is going to be good, Jesus. This is going to be good. This is going to be good. All right. I know we got some new people in here who ain't been here, but how many of you guys remember about 2 weeks ago, 2 classes ago, I told you guys that when I do bring the system out, I'm going to come back to these JPY pairs. And I said, I'm going to tell you guys, when you see the new system, I said, you're going to see all them JPY pairs. Remember I told y'all that about 2 weeks ago? Monica said, yes, she remembers. Anybody else? Y'all remember that? Yeah, there you go. See? Now watch what happened. See, I knew what was going on. Look at this one. Euro JPY. Now they're starting to falter and slow down, which is why you're seeing the mixed signals here. But look at. That was another 1,500 pips on this one. USD JPY. Look, it started here, shot up. That was 1,004 pips. 1,049 pips. Okay. Then it did a sharp pullback. Then it resumed. Why? Look at the money makers. Look at the money makers. And boom, that was another 635 pips. So that's about 1,600 pips on this one. Didn't I tell y'all? Now this one is where? Going neutral. See, you can now finally see when the market is going flat or sideways. You couldn't see that either. Now you can. You guys see what I'm saying here? Look at this one. This is GBP, JPY. Every pair I told y'all about, I said as soon as I bring it out, y'all gonna see this. Look at this. When it stopped here, that was 1,900 pips. Then it came back and came back in again for another 423 pips. Did I not tell y'all was going to be able to see it? Watch this. I got something even better. Hold on. I'm going to pause this and I'm going to show you a video that I haven't posted yet. So y'all seeing videos now that I actually recorded prior, but I couldn't post them yet because the system wasn't here. Let me pull up this video of trades that I took just yesterday using this very same system so you guys can see how easy it is to use it, okay? And then better yet, I'm also going to go to our website, and I took 12 trades and put a live video on the website so you guys can see proof of how this works, okay? It's very easy. Hold on one second. Let me pause it here. I told y'all. I told you was going to see it. Hold on one second. Hey. So now here's the benefit. You know, when everybody else is getting stop hunted and you losing because they keep hitting you with stop hunts, now you see the difference. Now you see it, okay? All right, watch this. Hold on one second. And now let me bring this back on screen. Now you can see. Okay, and let me turn my speaker on.
show you guys a couple of trades that you could have taken. As you can see right here, this thing took a long.
And all these were done yesterday. Yesterday, I surely wanted to say something, but I couldn't. But all these were taken just yesterday.
Time for it to play out, but it actually played out very strongly. This is the NZD versus the US dollar on the M15. And if you would have took that trade to here, that would have been 69 pips. And let's look at another one right here. And this one, you would see how it spikes up. It tries to take you out, stop hunts. But see, this is what I'll be trying to tell you guys. If you're going to use my system, use it correctly, because just because it stop hunts, it doesn't mean anything. That this is why you have to have a generous stop loss, okay? Because sometimes it'll do that to try to take you out before it hits where it's supposed to go. So stop using these tight butt stop losses. So it went sideways, tried to stop hunt people, okay? And then guess what? This thing dropped for 126 pips. And all you have to do is primarily pay attention to this, okay? Pay attention to that. The majority of them were pointing down. This one was pointing down. Look at GU. This one is pointing down. Look at this. See how it went sideways for a little bit? So even if you got in late, doesn't matter. Let's say you got in here, came back up, just hang on, and then right there for 60 pips, and it looks like you can still head down. Primarily, everything is pointing to the downward. It isn't, it's the daily, which is right there, but everything else is pointing downward. There we go, 4 hour. Okay, so as many agreements as you can get, that's the ones you want to take. Okay, that's the ones you want to take. Okay, that's many that can agree. Now, I recorded another video showing you some trades on the USD JPY that I took. That was full agreement. Look at that thing, just beautiful. Boom, just look at that. Look at here. Look at that, just smooth, went up. Boom, 66 pips. This one is the one I recorded in another video for you guys. Look at that. 130 pips off of that one. So again, you guys, just follow. Be patient, wait for good setups, and let the market come to you. Because oftentimes it'll do its pullbacks and stuff like that. But once it wants to resume the trend will be your friend. All right. See you in the next video.
All right. I got a bunch of videos for you guys that I'm going to be posting now that you guys can actually see and gain access to it. But what I want to do at this point, let me open it up and ask you guys this. Is there any trades that you actually lost over this week? And now we can actually compare them and say, okay, which one was the correct one? Okay, so let me open this up. Go ahead and raise your hand. Give me a second. Let me get to the hands. All right, give me a second. Hold on one second. Where my stuff go? All right, just the chat. Okay. Oh, there you go. All right. And by the way, Donna, I'm going to mute you in just a moment because I want to have a discussion with you. Okay, yes, somebody said USD JPY. Okay, bing. Now you see why. Okay, now you see why. Okay, and let me make this bigger. Okay. And I'll always shrink this below. Okay, but you can see it wanted to continue up. Oh, this is USD. I'm sorry, this one. Here we go. And by the way, you're going to hear me talk about small candles are king. How many times have I been saying it over the years? Small candles are king. And I see gold. Let me write all these down because I want to go through these pairs. So now with this, you will see why you were losing. Okay, so I see gold, USD Swiss, USD JPY. Come on, talk to me. Euro USD. Yep, I'll go through that. You'll see it. Anything else? US 30. Oh, I can't. Yep. U30. Okay. Swiss JPY, NAS. Okay. NAS and Swiss. Okay. GU. Got it. Yeah, I got USD Swiss. GJ. Okay. Yeah, we'll go with the GJ. Yep. Okay. The Swiss pairs. Yep. And remember I told y'all the Swiss pairs are sneaky. Okay. I don't have gold, silver up here, but I can pull it up. I'll pull it up and let's take a look at it. GN. Okay, got it. Basically, let's just go through all the pairs, huh? Let's just go through them. All right, cool. I got enough of them. All right, cool, cool, cool. All right, so let's go through the list. Y'all are funny. CAD JPY. All right, cool. All right, so let's look at this. If I'm going through here, okay, what would you possibly do on this pair? Would you, and here's the deal, shrink it to make it smaller. Okay, would you be in a buying mood on this? No, I wouldn't either. Okay, no. See how fast you can make a decision when you're trading the trend. Okay, and we're going to talk about something vitally important, which is times, because there's certain times where I'm looking for reversals and there's certain times I'm looking for trends. So I swap back and forth between the two systems. Okay, all right. Let's go to this one. This one fell down. Now it's bouncing back up. Why is it coming up? Why is it coming up? What's today? You got it. Midweek reversal. Let's go over here and take a look. Okay. So this is when I start backing out. See, it's midweek reversal. But this whole time you could have rolled this thing into the sunset. How could you have done it? Let's go out here and see. Look at that smooth move from the 4-hour. Look at this one. Let's say you got in here, did a little pullback. That's okay. And then this thing just went all the way down to its present point. That would have been 255 pips for you. If you would have caught it all the way to down here, that would have been 334. Okay. Are you guys seeing this? Are you seeing this? Type a 10 if you're seeing this. This is why your accounts were getting blown. You couldn't see it. You couldn't see it. Now you can see what's going on. It's very clear. You now know what's going on. Okay. This is how banks and institutions are seeing it. You didn't get an opportunity to see it. I explained it to you guys, and this is why did I build this system in the first place? Because I've been explaining the ocean wave theory to you guys for how long? For a very long time, but I knew that people still weren't getting it. So when you're looking at these green lines, which you can change your colors to whatever you want. Thank you. People said, I've been teaching this for years, but I still knew that people weren't getting the concept. So I wanted to build a system so it's visually easy for you to see the concept right in plain sight. Okay. So these green lines represents the mini waves. The orange lines represents the mid waves. And the main one, which is the yellow, and again, you have options to go in there and change the colors. It's in the tutorials how to do that. But the main wave is the one you want to pay attention to because that's the one that's controlling it. So now you can see that price action will pull back to the main wave and then continue to drop. And it's been doing that for a long time. So look at how many trades you could have understood and said, you know what? Why? Because right here, your moneymaker was telling you the whole time what it was trying to do. The moneymaker was telling you, stay away, only sell. You were trying to buy when it was telling you to sell. You didn't have the right tools, okay? Some tools you use for reversals, which is why I still love this system because it told me when to reverse, okay? So when I grabbed these few pips off the bottom, yeah, I snatched me up about 20 or something. I knew it. Yeah, because this is still legit because it's midweek reversal time. But outside of midweek reversal, I need to know when it needs to go back into the trend. Let's take a look at the AU 4-hour time frame. Look at this, same thing. See, now it's bottoming out and now it wants to go, but that was 246 pips. And why is it bottoming out? Because it's too far away from the main wave. So it's trying to pull itself back to the main wave, and that's where you're getting your reversals. Can you guys now see this? Type a yes if you understand it. Come on, talk to me now. Talk, tell me. This is why it's trying to do a pullback. It's trying to pull back up into the main wave. You see the main wave? Price action has drifted so far away from it. It's trying to, like it did here, it stops, reverses, comes back up and gets as close as possible to the main wave. And then it double top, but then it didn't stay and it dropped right back into that trend again. By the way, this is 100% non-repaint. So yes, I can show you these arrows because they never repaint. This entire system is 100% non-repainting. So what you see is what you get. So if the arrows showed you this, that's exactly what took place. So yes, it's no problem. So for an example, let me show you this. Okay. Uh-oh. Am I in profit? Oh, no. Oh, so am I showing you the arrows after the move, or is this happening right now as we speak? See what I'm saying? This is happening live. This is how many of y'all lose money on US 30, which is one of the most expensive pairs to trade. Because you don't know what you're doing. See, you'll learn about the how to trade half and half. So what happens if the higher time frames are one thing and this is showing something else? This is called the half and half. You're going to learn half and half trading as well. This is live as we speak. And none of these arrows repaint. They don't repaint. What you see is what you get. Okay. And you're going to learn how to use them. Okay. That's why it's important. Go through the tutorials. So I want to just get that out of the way before somebody say, yeah, you just showing us price action after it's all. No, this is what you see is what you get, family. It's no, shake and bake, no funny stuff. Okay. It does not repaint. 100% non-repainting system. It's dependable. What you see is what you get. Okay. All right. Let me go through some pairs. Let's keep going. USD Swiss. Some people got their behind toe up. Uh-oh, what do you see? What do you see? The majority said, the majority ruled, what did it say? See? See? You see that? Clear as day. How many pips you could have made off of this? And remember, do not. Somebody type do not. I want to make sure everybody's clear on this. I prefer you not even get it if this is what you're going to do. Do not use those tight butt stop losses, because what's going to happen is this is going to do its pullbacks to the main wave. And sometimes it may break below the main wave, but then it'll pull right back in like it did here. So if you got in here, your stop was pretty much below the arrow. But see, some of y'all gonna try to keep it as tight as possible. And look what happened. It stopped you out. If you would have put it below here, that would have been about a 50 pip, about 50 pip stop. They came, tapped everybody out at 35 pips. You would have still been in the trade. The other people would have been out. And then look what happened. It shot up for 84 pips. What was the main wave telling you? What was your moneymaker telling you? Primarily, this is all trying to go which way? Let's look at USD CAD. Look at there. What did this tell you? These are the ones you really want. The one where almost everything is in agreement. Now, in the tutorials, you're going to learn how to use it different ways, but the main ones you want is these right here. Let's look at GUs. Somebody said GU. Look at that. What did this tell you? Now, I guarantee now, watch this. Let's go look at this one on here. Midweek reversal. I knew it was going to do that. Look at what it did. Boom. I knew it. I knew it. Look at this. See, y'all see that? Now it's at the bottom. Y'all see that? How it pushed the price action down? Y'all can see it now. See, this is why it was stopping people out, because you didn't see this. Now you can see what it was doing. You can see it. So now when you go over here for the midweek reversal, can you see this wick? See, now you can see how the market is taking advantage of people. You see that? So if you too early trying to jump in on the reversal, look at how they just stopped you out. But if you was in this one, you didn't, because guess what? You was in this trade way back here. And when they stopped everybody else out, you just made 51 pips on that one. Now you say, okay, it's at the bottom of my 4-hour zone. Let me go ahead and now I'll look to take some profit and possibly take it to the upside for a buy. During what day? The midweek reversal. Here's the key. When was all this push down going on? All the way up until when? Until the midweek. told y'all gonna love it. I told you. I told you. I told you. I told you. See, now the Swiss is struggling. Why? And look at what happened midweek. Watch this. Now I switch over to this one. Why? Because it's midweek. Look at there. Up until yesterday, what was this doing? Up until yesterday, look at this. Now you can see it. See, it was scorching people's pockets. Why? Because this thing was in a steady uptrend. Now midweek, it's burning, and there you go. Now you can see it. Just no way you can't see it now. So see how I'm switching back and forth? Let me give it to you guys like this. Okay, for those, because I can hear the next thing. I can hear the next thing. So why do you need, okay, here's the reason. Here's what's important. And let me bring Donna on. See, actually, the Swiss is not a problem anymore. Why? Watch this. Look at this. Midweek reversal. You see this midweek reversal? But what was the Swiss doing the whole time? See, when you can't see it, yeah, it tears my pockets up. I used to hate the Swiss. But midweek reversal. So let's take a look at this one. Euro Swiss. See, midweek reversal. See, look at that. It hit to the bottom, and now it's popping off. Midweek. Look at this. Like, see, the market has a clock. It's working on a timer. It's on a timer. Beginning of the week, it's pushing, all the way up until about Tuesday. Then when midweek hits, do you stop using trending and you start looking for the reversals? And now you switch over to this. The problem is that you are using one tool to try to do everything because, and even if I try to explain this to you so that you can use the simplicity system to do it, but still people weren't seeing it. So I said, let me design something so that you can clearly see exactly what the heck was going on. You can clearly see it. How can you not? How can you not? Okay. And I don't like the Swiss because it's real choppy, but look at this. That was 55 pips. Okay. That one right there was another 35. Okay. So if you were in this one here, you got in, it went up a little bit, but then it dropped. You made a little money, but you knew to get out. Why? Because it's hit and win. Midweek reversal. Midweek. Okay. Oh, somebody asked about the thick blue line. Thick blue line. You remember, how many times have you ever traded in a sideways market? And it wasn't helpful. Type of 50 if that ever happened to you. There you go. That's the purpose of this blue line. Now you know when to exit a trade. So if you were in this sell trade, you would have known to exit because it went neutral. As soon as it goes neutral, you want to get out. But now look at this. And this is what's going to be helpful for many of you guys. Look at this. See, you see how this was just choppy and sloppy? Choppy and sloppy? Look what's telling you. As soon as this stopped being in that downtrend, let me unlock it. I'm sorry. As soon as it stopped being in that downtrend, which again, you can do your 1-to-1, 2-to-1s or whatever, get some money out as it's going down. Don't be greedy trying to ride the whole time because it can pull back up and get a breather because the further away from the main wave, it's eventually going to try to find its way back to it. So see how far this drifted? So from this arrow to here, that was 53 pips. You should have gotten something out for that. Close out some of that money, okay? Yes, and the MACD settings, which I'm going to give you guys my custom MACD settings, you'll know that as well. But the point is, you could have been eating profits off of this the whole time, okay? Once it's too far away from the main wave, you really want to start paying attention because of the pullbacks. And look what happened. This pullback, and then it went blue. Blue is to tell you that you're in a sideways market. So with this system, you know when you're in a downtrend, you know when you're in a sideways market, and you also know when you're in an uptrend. And you will always know whether you're on the right side of the major traders because you have the moneymaker tool down here telling you. So yeah, you could have taken this buy trade for the pullback. That's fine. That's not according to the rules. But what you should have did was waited for the next one and then took this one. And this one would have made you some money and you clock out. midweek. I don't want to trade during midweek. Okay. I don't want to trade during midweek, at least for a couple of hours. Write this in your notes while we're here. Okay. Write this in your notes. Okay. Write this in your notes. Look at gold. Gold lovers, look at that. Ooh, just imagine you had took that beast. Hey! Now it's starting to switch to the downside. But when it was all green, oh, I wanted to show y'all. Liz, I wanted to show you this so bad. Oh my God, I wanted to show you this so bad. Because when this thing was lit up green, look at this one trade. You could have just imagined all of this. I sure wanted to show you. I did it 2 weeks ago. I wanted to show you so bad. I want to show you so bad. Look at the gold. Oh my God. Look at it. You could have rolled this thing to the sunset. And look at this downtrend. Look at gold. This is gold. Everybody, this is gold. This is gold. Look at this downtrend. Just, oh my goodness. And then when it bounced back up, look at what it did first. Went blue to let you know this, you need to take your money and run, because why? It's coming into a switch. A change is about to happen. So you'll get this before you even get the new arrow sometimes. Isn't that beautiful? You'll know. You're not guessing. You know it's time to cut and run. Okay? And then look at this switch back to the other side. So Liz, just imagine. Look at this. This look. See, this one dropped, but then it went neutral, then it out back in, and this is when it was in a downtrend. And look at that, just and pull back up. See, it tries to go back to the main wave. After too far drifting away, it tries to pull back to the main wave. And then after that, it picked back up again and continued to drop. Then it switched over. And look at there, it was going up, went too far away from the main wave, stop on it, people out who didn't know no better, and then resumed where? Back into its upwards trend. Now the trend is starting to change. As you can see here, it's telling you things are changing, and you'll learn how to navigate this. And look what's going on. No guessing at all, no repainting. Okay. Notification options, push, just like all the others. It has a scanner, by the way. This one comes with the scanner. So it has a scanner, but it also has the normal notifications, you know, where you can get it sent to your phone or email. Okay. Okay. All right. Let me bring Donna on. And then after that, I'll show you guys the website, and you can raise your hand if you have any questions after that, because I want to make sure to get to you guys, answer any questions. Hey, Donna.
Hey.
What's going on?
Nothing.
So did I cover everything? I want to make sure I covered everything, because you had access to the system.
You did. I think you wanted to bring up the timing.
Hey, yes, everybody get your notes out. Whether you get the system or not, you're going to need to know this. Okay. Thank you, sis.
You're welcome.
Okay. Everybody get your notes out. Okay. And what I might do is, and I actually started a draft chart, but I might put it into the tutorials later on. So let me talk you guys with this, okay? I'm hearing two voices, only one of Donna's. Okay. So here's the deal. Sundays and Mondays. Sundays, you might want to stay away from the charts just to let it settle. Let me explain why. For new traders, people who've never been in here before, this is why you want to come every week, because I'm always teaching new stuff. But just so you know, and I've been teaching this to my students for a long time. Sundays, we really don't like to trade a lot. Here's the reason why. Because when the market is closed from your broker on Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, your broker shuts down the brokerage. However, the currency market never stops. And so therefore, any events, anything that's would cause the currency to react normally when the market is open, it doesn't happen. Why? Because your broker shut down at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it did not reopen until when? Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay. When the market opens at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you don't want to touch the market because your broker opens up those spreads. And I've done many videos over the years about it. Okay. So you don't want to touch the market or look at the market for the first hour of any trading day, because that's the broker's manipulation hour. Okay. That's where they open these spreads, which is why I built this in. By the way, everybody take a look at what I did. I built this in so that you can clearly see what your broker is charging you before you take the trade. By the way, look at this. Look at this. See? And I start to take this one, boy, as a last minute. I knew I was going to do this. Look at that. Look at GU. That little dip. See? That little dip. See? So everybody who jumped in too early, see? Little dip. What did you see here? Not yet. So when it took out and stopped on it, everybody else, did it affect you? Absolutely not. You expected it. Look at there. Everything on all of these said, do what? What did it say to do? What did it say to do? Type. Come on now. You clearly seen exactly what you were supposed to do. There was no guessing. You knew what you were supposed to do. And look how early you could have got in on this one. And you would have comfortably knew you was doing the right thing because you was trading in the same freaking direction. No guessing at all. Some of you guys, watch this. Some of you guys, you're blowing accounts and all you needed was this one thing that you could have saved yourself a ton of money. Okay. All right. Let me get back to the timing. So Sundays, I don't really like to trade, but if I do, here's when I like to actually go and look at this particular system. And as you go through the tutorials, you're going to see example after example after example after example after example of trades that I take and the time that I look for them. But just so you know, if you're using this system, what I like to do, now again, you can play with it, do according to, whatever. Okay. But for me, I wait until around 9:30, write this in your notes, 9:30 to 10 Eastern Standard Time. Why? Because when the market opens, then you have the Australian market that opens and it reacts to the news that happened over the weekend. And then after that, you have the JPY pairs called the Asian session. It actually has its own mini stop hunting session, which is fine with me because as soon as you do this mini stop hunt, you're actually pushing the price where? Back into the main wave. I want that because you're getting me in at a better price. So while you're suckering everybody else, because here's watching the, oh God, this is so good. Money, market maker method people, type of amen if you're in the group. Watch this. Oh, I got some good for y'all, Jesus. Oh, I got some good for y'all. Watch this. This is so good. I wish I had this years ago. I wouldn't have had the struggles I had. Watch this. All right. Market maker method people, we were told to look for the M's and W patterns. How many times did that blow up in your face? How many times? Yeah, a lot. You don't know why? Because what they does, the Asian session, watch this, see this little slant pattern? How many times have I told you about the freaking slant patterns? How many times? Well, watch this. Look at this. Asian session move. Look at what they did. Quite common. And you're going to see this a lot with this. They drop it down. They're going to do a pullback to make you think, oh, this thing is going to the moon. No! It's just pulling back to the main wave. Once it pulls back to the main wave, you still can clearly see exactly where this thing is going to eventually go. And what did it do after it took everybody out? Everybody felt comfortable. And then what did it do? It went sideways for a little while and dropped on them bad boys. You see it now. Now you see what the market makers are doing. It's a gender reveal. Oh, God, this is funny stuff, boy. It's funny, but it ain't funny. But here's the point. Look what it did again. It did the same thing here and here. Look what it did. It drops down for a little bit, then it pulls back up, trying to impress you that, hey, here you go, start coming in. It goes up to the main wave, and what did it do? Bam, took out some more people on the stop hunt today. Now it's ready, switching over. Now, midweek reversal. Let's go to GU. Now you're sitting at the bottom of the zone. You see it now? See? You see it now? I knew it was going to come down here. I had zero guess about it. I had zero guess what it was going to do. I had zero. I had zero doubt of what they were going to do. It was here the whole time. You could have jumped in on this one real quick and made you some quickies. 20, 30 quick pips. I had zero doubt because I can see what y'all doing now. Type amen if that was helpful. So here's the key. Let me go back to my schedule, and then I'll go to take some hands. If there's any, then if not, then I'll go to the website, show you where you can get it, and then I got to get out of here. Here's the point. So on Sundays and Mondays, if I do trade on Sundays, write this in your notes. I'm only going to look for trend trades on Sundays and Mondays. Let me go back to what I said. Right now is about the best time if you're going to look for a reversal trade. Now it looks like it's set up midweek. Let's go over here. USD JPY. See when it hit? When was this? Look at this. When was this arrow coming in? I'm going to hit Control Y, which brings up your day separators. When is this arrow here? Wednesday, midweek. So what was it doing all the week before that? What was it doing up until then? Can you see it now? Can you see it? What if you had jumped in on this 15-minute? That was 158 pips. I'm going to hit Control Y. Look at this. If today is Wednesday, that would make this Tuesday. What day is this then? I'm going to say it again. If this is Wednesday, this is Tuesday. What day was this? Boy, if this didn't hurt so bad, I wouldn't be laughing. Boy, you're gonna either laugh or you're gonna cry. Make up your mind, because either way it goes, you're hurting. Your broker account been hurting because you didn't see it. You couldn't see. Now you knew. Look at this. There was no way I was going to sell, especially on a Sunday and Monday. There is no way I was going to sell. Absolutely. The only thing I wanted was a buy trades, which I did. Imagine you would have took this one trade alone and you would have netted at the peak, because you know midweek reversal. So at midweek, what you gonna do? Take some money up off that table. Okay. And look at that. That was 159 pips. And how many days? 1, 2, 2.5 days. 159 pips. And you knew 100% confidence that it was what was going on. Why? Because your money maker down here told you. So on Sundays, see, this is Sunday, but look what happened. Monday, you got your notification and you simply took that one and rolled it on up. I told you guys, these market makers, they've been playing people for the longest. You just could not see it. So the whole time when you're trying to sit there and trying to do reversal trades at the wrong time, this is why you have to understand how the market itself moves. So again, let me go back. Sundays and Mondays, I don't want reversals. Everybody clear? Type a 50 in the box if you're clear. Okay, I don't want reversals. I only want trends up until midweek. That's why they called it the midweek reversal. So now, during midweek, I don't take too many trend trades unless, watch this, until the market has been done with its reversals, such as coming into right about now, when the US market is slowing down and when the London market is coming to its close, because during midweek, it stops like it's doing now. Look at this, literally in front of your eyes. What is it doing? It's stopping. For those who have the sexy analysts, look at there. Look at. How many times during class did I tell y'all, and I called it sharp as a knife. I say, all right, don't try to jump in for a sale because it's done. London's about to close and it's going to go right back into the trend. Didn't I tell y'all that? Come on now, y'all who've been with me for a while, type a yes in the box. Did I not say this for how long? How long have I been telling you guys this? And there's still going to be some retail traders who's trying to sell right now. And y'all know that we don't do that. Why? Because it's trying to go back where? You can see this now. Look at this. Oh my God, look at this. Just look at your own eyes. Did it not literally tap off of the main wave and bouncing right back up where? Into the trend. You can see this now. Ain't nothing blind to you. Look at this. It's literally happening as we speak. Retail traders, they're still trying to do reversals. You know, right around this time, what did I say? That I'm done trend of reversal trading and I'm looking for a price action to go back. Where? Back into its trend. All it did was it got too far away from the main wave like it did here, and then it bounced back out. It got too far away from the main wave, came in and bounced back up. So guess what? People getting their behinds toe up as we speak. I've been saying it, thank you. See, and that's why I like that I have people who've been here with me, because you can confirm I've been teaching this for God knows how long. I just never developed a system around it. But the point is, the only reason why I developed the system around it is so that now you can visually see for yourself the ocean wave theory at its finest. This is the time when I'm going to switch back into this one. Okay, so if you never want to be a reversal trader, it's all good. Here's the deal. Sundays and Mondays, look for trends. Okay. Going into Tuesday, some Tuesdays you're going to see reversals, okay? So be careful of that. But the main days when I'm looking for reversals is starting at the London Open, going through the US session, you'll see these reversals taking place, okay? The reversals, okay? So therefore, I don't want to be in this, because what it's going to do, if this is trending, then that means it's going to pull it back with the reversal back to the main wave. So I don't want to be in any trades during that time. So I will wait until around this time when the reversal time is over, and then I'll look for pairs that I can hop right back into the trend on, such as what we're seeing with our own eyes right now as we speak. It's happening as we speak. Okay. Somebody said they want to see the NAV. Look at that. Let's go here. See how this is pulling back into the main wave? See that? See how it's pulling back to the main wave? Why? Because price action went too far away from the main wave. So what is it doing? Pulling back to the main wave. So once this is done with this strong pullback, what do you think is going to happen next? And this is for Van. I seen your comment. Van, what do you think is going to happen next? Van, go ahead and type. I want Van. Nobody else type. Van, go ahead. You had asked about the NAV. The NAV's 100. You got it. See, you got to wait, because what's happening now? This is the US London session. So it's manipulating the market. And so it's taking people out. But then eventually it'll go back into the main wave. And if there's an overlap, watch this. Oh my God. Hold on. Talking about that. Okay, see, this is happening now as we speak. Yeah, baby, let the clock keep running. If the trend eventually starts shading and turning different, you'll learn this, you'll start seeing these turn. And that's letting you know that these are all starting to agree that, hey, guess what? There's a problem and the trend is changing. You won't have to guess. So now, even though these are X's, because that means there's not an arrow. Let me show you what I mean. Here's the 1 minute. Look at that. 5 minute. Look at how many of y'all would have loved to trade this on the 5 minute? Look at this. Look at this. This is US 30. How many of y'all would have loved to have taken this trade on the US 30? And I know this is coming to a close, so it's probably going to pull back up to the main wave. So let me go ahead and close my money. Okay, here we go. Okay. What if you would have ate all this? Because you And you're going to learn how to read this. What happens if the higher time frames are in a disagreement with the lower time frames? Go through the tutorials. I'm not going to explain here, or else you're not going to go through the tutorials. You could have eaten all that money, all that. So yes, you can trade off the 5 minute. Look at this. Hey, you asked me about the NAV. Look. See how this just sat there, little mini stop hunt, and then drop. Hey. See, now if you go to the higher time frame, it's still telling you what? This is still wanting to go up. So what is it actually doing? You explain to me. I'll tell you what it's doing. From the 1 hour perspective, you can clearly see that this is still an uptrend. This is still saying it wants to go up. So what is it actually doing? It's just retesting the main wave. See why you can glance at the higher time frames and start to see what's going on? See how far away price action is from the main wave? So it's just doing nothing more than retesting the main wave. Thank you, Donna. Please. Here's what I don't like. Okay? Here's what I don't like. Donna, thank you. That's why I'm glad she's here to help. And then I see a couple of more hands, and then we'll be done. Okay? All right, let's take a look at somebody asked about GJ. Okay, see, pulling back to the main wave. See, that's what it's doing. Pulling back. So you got too far away. See this? It got too far away. And this is what time? Midweek what? Reversal. Let's take a look. See, I don't want this stuff right now. I don't want the trend. Why? The trend ain't my friend when the midweek reversal begins. You see that? Midweek reversal. I don't want it. See, but I guarantee when this is all slowed down, eventually it's going to do what? We don't have a blue saying it's neutral. So what do you think it's going to do? Possibly do what? Possibly. What do you think it'll do? Back up. There you go. You got it. See, 4 hour time frame, you can see it. It's trying to get back into the main wave. It's just pulling away. When price action moves too far away, look at this. When price action moves too far away from the main wave, it finds its way back to it, and it may touch or come close, and then it bounces right back up again. Then it came back down, touched the main wave, and came back up again. It got too far away. Look at what it's doing. It's trying to come back, and then it'll go back up. But when you go through, somebody said the US 30, when you go through the tutorials, all this is going to make beautiful sense to you, okay? See, this is pulled too far away from the main wave. That's why I took my profit. I expected to probably pull back up and try to retouch it. And if it does, cool. I'm cool with that. Okay, I'm cool with that. All right, let me get a couple of more hands, and then let me show you guys the website where you can get it, what the tutorials is going to look like. I'm going to go through the whole website real quick, and then after that, we'll be good to go, okay? Because I got to head out. All right, let me go to Jazz. Jess, go ahead and unmute.
So this can be used on any time frame, or is there like
Nope, any time frame. So see, here's 1 minute. What if you was in this one? This is the 1 minute. Okay. 1 minute. See, this is the 5 minute. Okay. And this is the S&P 500. Actually, out of all three, if you want the indices that I've noticed, out of all of them, if you want the stablest one, you have the S&P 500, you have the NASDAQ, and you have the US 30. Out of the three, which one do you think is the best?
the SPX 500?
Why?
It's more stable.
Why?
I'm not sure why.
Good answer. Go ahead, girl. Good answer. Here's the reason why. The NAS is controlled. It has a basket of NASDAQ 100. So that means about 100 companies are in there being judged, which creates it, okay. But out of even the 100, realistically, beside Apple and Google and those tech stocks, there's only a few of them there that actually pushes the NAV market overall. So anytime those few little companies have a problem, the whole NASDAQ goes off course. The US 30 is US 30, which is the Dow Jones Industrial Average. It only has how many companies? The US 30 means what? Only 30 companies are in there, such as Home Depots and stuff like that. So it's a smaller basket of stocks that's being judged that creates the NASDAQ, the Dow Jones. or the US 30, as we call it here in the Forex market. So therefore, it's more jittery. Do you get what I'm saying? Does it make sense? I hope I didn't lose it. Oh, yeah, I love so. Y'all get this? Okay. Now, the S&P 500, if the US 30 means 30 companies, if the NAS 100 equals 100 companies, then what do you think the S&P 500 means? How many companies? 500. You got it. Therefore, it's more stable because you have to judge a bigger basket of companies to make up the price action. So therefore, it moves a lot more stable, and it doesn't have so many spikes that happens because it takes more of those companies that says we're failing or we're success before it does those big spikes. So if it was me trading, out of the three, the one that'll make you the most money will be probably the US 30. The second one will be the NASDAQ. And all these are beautiful with this system. You can clearly see it, okay? You can clearly see how beautiful it is, okay? Is that the NAS? Let me see. Okay, yeah. Let me see. This thing ain't clicking onto the NAS for me. Let me just pull it on the screen. There we go. I'll do it that way. So as you can see, okay, so look, on the 5-minute time frame, if you want to trade the 5-minute, yeah, you can. Oh, that's why I have this wrong symbol. Okay, this is S&P 500. Look at how smooth and small the candles are, which is what I love. I want smooth, small candles. US 30, smooth, small candles. So look at what you could have amassed a fortune off the 5-minute time frame with this one. Okay, small candles. Okay, so the most stablest one to me would be this one, but again, that's up to you, whatever you like. Okay, so yes, you can trade any time frame with this. What you want to do with the time frames is at least make sure that they're matching up as much as possible with other time frames, at least 2 to 3 extra time frames above, to make sure that you're not the only one trying to sell when everybody else is trying to buy. Okay. That's the key. If you're going to be on a 1-minute or a 5-minute, at least 2 or 3 time frames. And if you get an X, let me show you what an X means. Okay. X means that it's in neutral territory. There is no arrow. Everybody type 50 if you guys see this real quick. And then I'll take the next hand, then I'm going to show y'all the website and we're out of here. Okay. All right. Do y'all see the neutral territory? That's why you get these X's. So anytime you see an X, that means price action is in neutral territory. It's not, arrow hasn't come out yet to say whether it's a buy or sell arrow, okay? That's why it shows that. Again, it's showing you sideways market action on the higher time frame. That's what it means, okay? But if I am going to take it, what I am looking for to make me feel warm and fuzzy is price action below the neutral zone, or is it above the neutral zone? What is this one doing? Is it above or below? All righty then. So therefore, yeah, if you were taking this off the 5-minute or the 1-minute, you would have felt warm and fuzzy. Why? Because even if you got an X on this, that means that the arrow hasn't come out yet. But what it does do, I would click to it and say, okay, where's price action? Is it also below? Since I'm trying to look for a sale, is it below the neutral zone on the higher time frame? And the answer was absolutely unequivocally yes, it was below. So therefore, yes, this had an arrow. Look at that. Oh God, look, just imagine. This is the S&P 500. Okay. This is the US 30. Just imagine. Now look at this one. See what I mean about the NASDAQ? See how sloppy that is? Why? Because it's saying I want to go up, but price action says we're going to do a pullback. So what should you have done with the NASDAQ? Everybody answer me. What right here, what should you have done? There you go. Stay out of it. See the neutral zone? Stay out. See, as soon as it's hit neutral, blue, you would have known. Don't just, hey, stop. Let me find something else. There's no guessing. And you could have seen it was getting choppy and sloppy. So no, I don't need that one. Let me go to one that running smooth. There you go. Do you want that or you want that? Come on. Do you want that or you want that? You know what? At the optometrist, they flicking to say A or B. Which one you would have wanted? Don't tell me, oh, I got a favorite pair. None of this is favorites. We're not married to these pairs. We're here to make money. That or that. That or that. And look at how smooth this thing just drifted right on into some profits for you. No guessing. Go through the tutorials. I don't want nobody using my stuff unless you have gone through the tutorials first. Do not go and start downloading and trying to slap it on without going through the tutorials. Because one of the things as a coach that irritates the life out of me is people who will sit there, download your stuff, slap it on their charts, never went through the tutorials, and then they want to get out there and start writing all kind of crazy reviews talking about this don't work. No, you didn't work it correctly. And here you go tearing up my name and reputation because you're too lazy to go through the tutorials. And then you go off and go rinse and repeat. And you buy somebody else's stuff and you do the same thing because you're too lazy. And yet you want to make a lifetime career of trading and you can't even take the time to go through the tutorials. I don't want nobody using this system without going through the tutorials because there's tons of good information that's going to bless your soul. And it's going to make all the difference in the world on how you trade. And let me go to the next end because I got to go. All right, Reg, you up next. And then let's go to the website, show you all that stuff, and then we'll be done. Rich?
How you doing, Uncle P?
What up, brother?
All right, just one quick question. Where do you get that ADR high indicator from?
You know what? I want to give it to y'all. I really want to, but it's not mine. I've had it for years. And I think in the Signals group, Jenny has it as well. So if you're in the Signals group, get it from her. But I wanted to actually include it in here, but I thought the better of it. I said, you know what? I didn't get permission for the symbol change, this particular symbol changer or the ADR to be able to give it away. So that's the reason why. But if not, you'll see it floating around. If not, go to the Signals group and just download it. They have it in there.
All right, and the same thing with the let me see, what is that? That thing on the left, the far left.
What,
left.
this?
No, left.
What?
Yeah, I think that pip calculator, I think.
Yeah, you remember I gave that to y'all in the group already. That was downloadable from the market. So
Okay.
this is the lot size calculator. Remember the risk calculator? Yeah, you remember I've been gave that several weeks ago to you guys. It's in the group, in the Simplicity group, and I taught on this in class. So if you're going through prop firm challenges, you want to make sure that you're using that lot size calculator because it'll tell you, hey, if I'm only risking 1%, look at this trade, y'all. Look.
Oh, straight by.
Okay, what's the only thing that's concerning on this one, Reg? Take a look at it. It's only one concern. You got 3 sections to look at. Look at each section. Tell me the one concern.
Everything is pointing to a buy.
Okay, so here's section 1 that says buy.
Yeah.
Section 2.
It says, wait a second. I think that might be it right there because
Okay.
it's below the red line.
You got it. But other than that, what does this say?
Other than that, it says if you're buying, just keep buying or hold on to the.
You got it. There you go. You can also go to higher time frames to verify, but look what happened. Did I not sit here and tell you guys live in class? This is why I like doing stuff live. Can't nobody lie and say, oh, Uncle P scamming, he making stuff up and this and that. This is happening in front of your eyes. Look what happened, Reg. Price action got way too far. Look, if you would have hopped in this arrow, any one of these, and this thing popped out of the blue, 74 pips. But look how far away it is from the main wave. So what did it do? Slant pattern, back to the main wave, hung around, and now what is it doing? Bouncing right up off that thing.
Okay.
Well, look at this, Reg. Is this an agreement on the 30-minute?
One more time?
Look at this 30-minute. Is the MACD in agreement now?
Yes.
Is these arrows in agreement now?
Yes.
Can you understand why this thing is bouncing now? Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
There you go, bro. Just as simple as that. It ain't hard. Because now you guys can see. And remember, I told you, I don't want to sit there and take a trade during the midweek reversal. I wait until the market comes around this time. Look at this candle, Reg. Look at this candle. This candle came out at 10 a.m. Is this candle going up or down?
Candle's going up.
Okay, why? Because it's trying to resume back into the trend. Why? The reversal is done. Now it's trying to do what? Get back into the trend. That's why I said, if you're going to use a system, wait until after the London, New York reversal time is over. Once that's over, then you can start hopping back into these pairs that's going back up into the trend and take you some pips.
All right.
That's the ocean wave. Remember, I've been teaching y'all for the longest that what happens is the market will go trend, like the ocean. It'll crash into shore and reverse back out to sea, crash into shore and reverse back out to sea. Now you literally can see it. So watch this. I'm gonna hit Control Y. And this will bring up my day separators. This was yesterday. Yesterday, you could have got in on this trade right here, and it told you several times. Look at that little stop hunt during the Asian session. Remember I told you all to do that? Little Asian session stop hunt. See? Use a generous stop loss. Because look what happened. Asian session, or you could have waited, like I said, until about an hour and a half after the Asian session opens, so you would have bypassed it anyway. Okay, which is why you seen the arrow come out, and then another one came out and said, no, don't fall for the okie doke. It's going back up. So this is why I wait until around 9:30, 10 a.m. Eastern. I'm sorry, 9:30 to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to get into trend trades if I'm going to do it at night. Why? Because the Asian session will open up. What did it do? Stop hunted. And then what did it do? Went right back up, and look what this did. It shot up like a rocket, 84 pips. Boom, you could have had that last night. Then what happened? Hit a peak, midweek reversal, Wednesday. Boom, 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 boom. And now London's about to close. What is it doing? Resuming right back up into that trend again. I told you guys it's in and out, just like an ocean. In and out. Once you learn the market's movement itself, applying indicators then will make sense. But until you understand how these markets are actually moving as a whole, you'll never be able to succeed because you're always going to be off course, always dancing to the wrong song. Understood?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Let me get
Thanks
to
a lot.
Yeah, no worries. Let me get to this last hand and then I'll take you off to the website. CC. Go ahead and unmute. And by the way, before you say anything, hold on one second. To everybody who's in this group, is what I've taught you this morning, does it make sense now? Are you guys starting to see it now?
Yes, we do.
Okay. Furthermore, for all the people who keep on holding on to them trades after they get reversal money, hold on, Cece, let me say this real quick. I played y'all the first video this morning, and it showed you clear trades that I haven't even posted on YouTube yet because I actually took those trades this morning before class, and I closed them out quickly. Why? Because I knew it wasn't going to go very far. Okay, watch this. AUD, USD, it did its reversal, but look what happened. Then it stalled. It ain't going nowhere yet. How did I know? Because I got this one here, and this is telling me this. I knew. So I just took what I could, and I got out of there. Let's go back. What pair did I just have up, CC? Somebody help me out. What pair did I just have up? I want to go back to it. I want to show y'all. Oh, I think it was Swiss or CAT. Yeah, this one, CAT. All right, watch this. How many times did you say, oh my God, I'm in a good reversal trade, and you actually made good pips? And you said, I'm going to hold on to this thing. And you can, but then you got pissed because all those pips you just made and celebrated about an hour or two later, it's going back where? Back to where it was. And all that money you thought you kept in your account, you ain't keeping it. Type of 700 if that ever happened to you. CC, that ever happened to you? Is she on mute? Go ahead and unmute, sis. Stay on mute. See, I'm bringing facts because it happens to all of us. It happened to me because I didn't know no better. Every one of us, if you've ever traded, it happens. Let me go back here so you guys can all see it for your own self. Okay? Don't be greedy. Know when to get out, but you didn't know when. Here's a fine example. This thing, it did drop as expected. You got some pips, but the problem is you hung on too long. And now this thing is retesting and you losing money. And now you pissed because you were just celebrating about all the money you made, but you didn't realize it was going right back up into the trend. You can see it now. Look at this. This from the 15. It bounced, literally touched on the ocean wave, the main wave, and now it's bouncing back up into the what? Main trend. Why? Look at who's dominating. It was right there. This is why I've constantly told you guys over the last several years, around this time, take your profits. Have I not been saying it for years? Take your money. Why? Because look, now you can see it. So when you're looking at this one, CC, you can see. No, even if I did make good pips, which you did, you know, if you caught the reversal on this one, that was some pretty good pips right there. Let's go look at this one, CC, and then I'll take your question. Okay, dear? Okay. So this for 4 hour. I wouldn't have played with this one anyway. It was sloppy. But even if you did, here's what it looks like with the sexy simplicity. See, you can always see the reversals, which is great. Right to here, that would have been 47 pips. You made some money. Good. Take your money. Why? Because now you can see it. It just simply went back to the main wave, and now you can play this right to the upside. You could have played it both ways. During the reversal session, take that money. Then you know, okay, London and US about to close, and I know exactly where this is trying to go. Where was this trying to go, CC? Take a look at your moneymaker down here. Where was it going?
Upside.
You didn't even have to guess. No guess at all. Okay. All right. What's your question?
Okay. You show us the moves when are done. Okay, and the indicator here shows all green arrows, M15, M30, H1. In the start of the move, the arrows are the same color. The start of this move, the green area to buy to the left yesterday.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah. The arrows, the M15, M30, etc., are the same
Yes.
green, or there are some green, some red, and we don't know what to do.
So I'm not understanding your question, dear.
I will do it again.
Okay.
Yesterday, when the green arrow appeared to buy, there. Okay. Down to the green big arrows, MN, M1, M5, okay. What color would they wear? What color? The same?
Yeah, they were
Half
green.
and half?
No, they were green. They were green. And like I said, this is why I want you guys to go through the tutorials. In the tutorials, I got tons and tons and tons and tons of live trades that will show you exactly while I'm in them. This is why when I post videos on YouTube, I don't post videos necessarily. It's very few that I will ever post where I will show you a trade after I've already closed it, unless I had no choice but to close it because price action moving fast. Listen, I love y'all and I'll post a video, but you can call me scammer all day long, whatever you want to say. I don't give a crap, because if that price action is moving fast, but I made profit, I ain't going to sit there and lose my profit to shoot a video. You get what I'm saying, sis? Right?
Sure.
50 pips just because I want to shoot a video to please you.
Yeah.
I will then close out the trade as I'm going along and say, hey, here's the setup. I closed it out real quick. But I always try to show you guys the dates and everything else for validation, so you can see what I did, why I did it, and you can go back on your own charts. But the majority of all trades, and you can check my videos for the last several years on YouTube, you'll always see that I'm in live trades. Why? Because I want you guys to see exactly what is happening at the moment before I close the trade, so you can see what was his rationale, what was his thinking, and so forth. I did the same thing. I have tons and tons of recorded videos using this system. I just could never post them up on YouTube yet because the system wasn't out. Now that it is, I'm going to be posting up YouTube videos throughout the week and next week showing live trades that I'm in, so you guys can clearly see. But I got something better for you. Okay.
I mean, in the start of the move, it will be clear down there. It will be more green arrows than red.
Yes.
To enter the trade, because now it grow bigger. The trend is up, and the arrows maybe change and be all green.
Yeah.
Except M4, M5.
Answer this.
That's what
Just
I'm asking.
fresh arrows right now as we speak.
Mm-hmm.
Not replay. Again, they do not repaint. What you see is what you get. So right here, we're casting fresh arrows. Would you take this for a buy or a sell right now? If this is the only trade you can make right now, what would you do? Would you, looking at the evidence, what would you do?
Buy M5, M5. Not only M5 is not green. Everything is green. We'll buy.
Let's drop down to the M5, which I don't care about the M5, but even
Okay.
shows, look, this is neutral territory, but where's price action? Is price action above the neutral zone or below it?
Above.
Above. There you go. So it's in agreement. It just doesn't have an arrow, but it's still saying, yes, price action is above. So if you had to choose, the only thing, and this is the one we was talking with Reggie about, the only concern was that's MACD. But if I go one time frame higher, what does that show?
Yeah. MACD.
All right.
It's
So
green over the zero line. Yeah.
so if I was to take this trade, watch this. If I was to take this trade, is it after, here's the question. Is it after the London US pullback session?
The London hasn't closed yet.
It's reversal time over.
Is it? Okay.
No, I'm asking. Is it over?
The London session closed to 30 minutes from now.
Right. So does that mean that the reversal time might be over now?
Almost.
Yeah, almost, pretty much. So would this be okay, safe to, because the market is slowing down now. Get what I'm, is the market slowing down?
Yes.
All right. So if I was to take this trade right here, okay, everything lines up. It's bouncing off of the main wave. Where would I put my stop loss? I'll put it maybe 2 waves below, not the first wave, but the second wave. Give it a comfortable stop loss and then let it, okay? And where can it possibly go? Possibly back up here to retest this high, okay? Or just do your. Now, here's the question. Here's the question to everybody in the group. If you had to choose this trade, how confident would you feel that you're actually now trading with the trend? Take a look, everybody in the group. How confident are you that you're actually trading with the trend?
98% for me.
So if you didn't want to do anything but just be a trend trader, then you know, well, let me, especially during midweek, I just won't take any trades until around this time every day, because I will need to make sure that the market is done reversing during midweek. And then after that, I can go ahead and start looking for some trending opportunities. And you know that you're always on the right side of the trade because you can see exactly where all the other bigger banks and institutions are going. You see them now. Here they are, right in your face. Where are they trying to put their money?
Bye. Okay. I have another question. Is there a mark to take profit or just to the previous high?
Yeah, like I just did. This is a 1-to-1 risk ratio. So just you can do 1-to-1 or 2-to-1, you know. Yeah, I'm just doing a 1-to-1 on this. Either way.
Because in the previous examples that you show, with the big trends for 150 pips or more, where is there a mark in this system that we can take profit because to the big trends, not here?
Well, here's what I want you to keep in mind. All right, and that's a good question. So here's where the half and half will come into play. Okay, so during the half and half, let's take a look at this. This thing has been going into a massive uptrend, hasn't it? Now it's starting to just start going to the downside, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so what would I actually do? I see this and pull too far away from the main wave. I'll wait for this to pull back up, which I'm waiting on this one. This is Liz gold. Okay. My son PJ, he only trades gold, by the way, too. But here's the deal. When this pulls back up closer, I would love to get back in on this trend, on this trade, okay, for a downside. That means that if this thing is now converting over and now the downside is starting to really be established, that means this can actually go for quite a long ways, couldn't it?
Yes, yes.
What should you do though? You should open up 2 trades, one where you get your 1-to-1 to get your main money out, and then a second smaller position, which I've been teaching you guys this for the longest. If you're going to enter in multiple trades, enter the first one with your main price, with the main lot size, the main one. And then the second, let it be a smaller lot size and just let it run, but let it do what it do.
Mm-hmm.
Because this has
It's a big pullback.
right. Because
Somebody,
with the other two, now you finally have a tool where you can see how long these things been going. So when this went down, look, this went on forever. Forever. So you got your 1-to-1 right here. And then your second position was smaller, but you could have just let the thing run until you hit the what? Neutral zone, which say, okay, it's going sideways. Let me get out. Or when you got the arrow saying, hey, opposite direction. And then you could have closed out this trade and took this one to the upside. And look at how far this one ran for a long time, didn't it?
yeah, yeah.
Okay, so then this one may run again for what? A long time. So when this pulls back up, I'm gonna hop back in with 2 positions. The first one will be my 1-to-1. The second one is, let me see how far I can run because I ain't tripping. I already locked in profit.
Mm-hmm.
You see the
And
wisdom?
something else. This green arrow to the left, the candle is very big. Should we say, should we enter? It's far away from the green wave.
The main
line.
wave. That's why I'm waiting for a pullback. That's exactly why I'm waiting for a pullback. I've already made profit on this, and I closed out this morning already. Okay, already got in this one, made my profit, closed it out. Why? Because this was midweek reversal. It reversed, so it pushed it, and now I'm waiting for it to pull back up. Once it pulls back up and get closer to the main wave, I'm gonna hop back in it again with 2 positions. The first one will be a 1-to-1. The second one will be no end in sight. I won't put a take profit on it. I'll just let it run because this thing could actually run for quite a while. The other beautiful thing about some of these pairs, you can actually do, since it's 100% non-repaying, you can simply just do a historical check on it and see how many times does it run. Look at this one. And if this happened, just click out, click to another time frame, okay? But I only have a small history on my candles, 5,000 candle history. Let me show y'all this. See, I have mine only set to 5,000, so I don't have a whole lot of data. So if that happens, just switch to a different time frame and switch back. But now look at this. I can check and see that this thing has a historical action of constantly running for quite some time in the same direction. See that?
Yes.
You can see it now. See how long this gold runs in these directions. So once it do get running, it runs for quite some time. Okay. So seeing that happened, if that's the case, if this is running for a long time, this one has the potential to run when for a long time. I'm just waiting for it to pull back up into the main wave, and then I'm just going to ride this thing into the sunset. Okay. All right. Let me get to the and then I got to.
Thank you. I'm all.
And I got to get to the website and show y'all this. Okay. All right. Let me go here. Last hand, iPhone. Go ahead and unmute.
Yes. What was the name of the pip calculator?
This one down here?
Yes.
No, this is
the pip calculator to show you how many pips it would be.
Hold on 1 second. Let me right click, go to indicator list, and then it's called lot size calculator. And that was in this. Okay. But if you're in the simplicity group, I'd already posted it, so you can check in the folder and it'll still be there for you. Okay.
Okay, great.
You're welcome. All right, let me stop taking hands real quick because I do have to show you guys the website, and then we can head on out. Now, remember, the classes with Uncle P will, for moving forward, for the foreseeable future, the classes with me will be free to you guys, to the public. So anybody who wants to join, whether you're part of the group or not, whether you buy anything from us or not, it's okay. You can still come and ask questions, okay? Is that fair enough? Type of 10, if that's fair. Bring your friends, family, your trading groups. I'll just try to help because that's what Mr. He said, Uncle P, why don't you just help the people? So I said, all right, we'll give it a try. As long as I don't get no crazy people up in here, we'll be cool. Okay. So you come every Wednesday at this time. Yesterday, I said it in the video, and we had a bunch of people, which I received notifications, who had joined in way too early. They joined in that same day. And it says in there, Wednesday. Okay, Wednesday. All right. All right. So here we go. Here's the website. The name of the trading system is called the Ocean Wave Trading. Ocean Wave Trading. Okay, here's the new website. Beautiful. All right, here's what I'm gonna do. You go to oceanwavetrade.com. Oceanwavetrade.com. Let me put the link in the group. Nobody types. All right, now here's what you're gonna first see. You're gonna see right here.
The moment I smooth this thing out, you can see how easy and smooth.
Okay, you're gonna see me, and here's the scanner. The scanner is coming with it. Okay, everything is included. And it's just a one-time fee. I'm not doing subscriptions and all that stuff. You can just keep it. Okay, here we go. Please make sure to watch this because this is 12 live trades. I don't want you guys taking 12 live trades at once, but at least you'll begin to see exactly why I did what I did. Once you get into the tutorials, you'll learn even more about why I took the trades I did, but you'll be able to see, okay, here's what Uncle P's rationale was. Okay, even one glance at this trade, you can see exactly why this one worked out. Okay, down here is more picture examples. Okay, as you can see here, you can clearly see why these trades worked out. Remember, I told y'all in class, and this is when we was in class, I told y'all about that the Swiss JPY and the JPY pairs. I told y'all, remember 2 weeks ago, I said, y'all, I really want to show you why. But because I know a lot of people trying to catch the tops and they got blasted. Here's the screenshot. I actually screenshot it from here. Look at how many arrows were in agreement. And all you had to do was hop in and go for the ride. Here's the sell trades. Look at this. Buy trades. Here we go. Okay. All right. It's only a one-time fee. Like it's the same cost as the Simplicity system. It's a one-time fee, $2.99. Now, when you get into it, here's the video course. Here's what it looks like. Okay, right here, watch this video. Then you'll go through each one of these and you'll be able to check the box to show that you went through the tutorials. Down here will be the installation video and down here will be your installation link. Now, here's what's critically important. Watch this. Right here under the activation button. Okay. Oh, I didn't log in. But once you log in, you'll see your, well, that's good. I ain't logged in because y'all trying to steal my license key. Once you log in, and go through the video course, once you click on this button, your license key will be right there. And it works on 2 demo accounts and 2 live accounts. And all you do is copy and use the same key on all of it, okay? You don't have to have multiple keys. It's just one key and you'll click and apply. And you'll learn that as you go through the installation video. So if anybody emails me saying, hey, my installation, I already know you didn't go through the tutorials like you're supposed to, okay? So anyway, you can go to the website, oceanwavetrade.com. And like I said, right here, you can click on benefits and you see what all the benefits are, how it works, typical question and answers. And the main one that always comes up, does it repaint? It's 100% non-repaint. What you see is what you get. Okay. Everybody good? Okay. If that was helpful, type a 500 in the box. And it's a one-time fee. And here, let me say this before people start getting cheap. I know how people think, I don't know, man. Look, how much money have you already given to your prop firms already? Losing back to back to back to back. And then when it comes to a legitimate system with training, you said, I don't know if I want to pull the trigger. Well, that's fine. Keep giving the money until your behind get wore out with these markets. And you're constantly feeding into the, matter of fact, there was a prop firm, this is why, watch this. This is why I never recommended a particular prop firms. There's a lot of legitimate ones out there, but there was one that just came up and they had 100 and something million. Watch this. Hear me before you go. Even if you don't buy this, you want to hear this. You want to hear this. Don't go nowhere. Even if you don't buy, I don't care. Because again, I'm gonna be doing classes every week. Okay. And now I'll be teaching with this one too. But here's the point. Hear me good. They got busted with over 100 and something million in a prop firm scheme, or 300 million, something like that. It was a big number, big number, big number. Where do you think that money came from? Come on, talk to me. Come on, type. If I can sit here and spend 2 hours with y'all, type, talk to me. Where do you think that money came from? You got it, the retail trader. The retail trader has zero problem with feeding the pockets of their brokers and these prop firms. But when it comes to getting the legitimate tools that you know you really need to have any chance of succeeding, you get cheap. You're willing to go out there and buy the Birkin bags and the red bottoms to impress people who don't even like you. But you'll come back and feed the machines of your brokers and these prop firms with no problem, and then restart the challenge as if you didn't do nothing different. And you restart and challenge after challenge after challenge, feeding these people, knowing full well you ain't changed nothing about your strategy and your way of approaching the market. You ain't got no coaching, no teaching. And when you have an opportunity to do it, you get cheap. But you're willing to keep going back to these prop firms and brokers, filling their pockets with your hard-earned money, and then you get cheap when it comes to a trading system that you actually need that can give you the opportunity to succeed for once in your life. You get cheap. Now, again, it's up to you, but I'm just bringing facts. Why? Because I did it too. I didn't know no better. But like the Bible says, the truth will set you free. Even if I lose a trade here or there, at least I know that the one thing that's going to work in my favor, I'm finally trading on the right side of the trade. I also have this here because now I know at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, how many times have I told y'all, don't trade on that 5. Now you're going to literally see it because I have my staff build it into this. So not only are you always knowing whatever time frame you click on, it's going to change and tell you here's the time frame. But in addition to that, the most important thing I need to know is the broker spread. Some of you guys, you have no way of knowing that. This alone is why you keep losing it with, oh, I got this, fresh new day strategy, and it keeps blowing up, even though price action never moved. And you're willing to give up hundreds of dollars on that. And here's a tool that can help you with that. It's built in. It's built in. You ain't got to be taken advantage of no more. This will give you a fighting chance. Okay. All right, you guys, I'm going to close this out. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Again, one last time, if this was helpful, even if you get it, don't get this up to you guys. But my point is, if this was helpful, type of 100. I just want to make sure at least I'm giving you guys good information so that you now understand why things were not working out for you. Okay. And if you want to be the best, then you got to get the best tools that's going to put you in favor with the markets. Otherwise, you're just giving away your money. I would tell you this, if you're not willing to invest in the tools you need, then stop trading until you're ready. I just want to be honest with you. I want to be very, very honest with you. If that's the case, just stop, because you're feeding these prop firms, a couple of them, it's not many, but it's just a few bad actors out there. But they're able to do what they're doing because they know they're taking advantage of all these millions of dollars that's flowing in from the average retail trader. Do you really think all that money came from banks and institutions? Of course not. It came from us, the retail family. And they're just suckering us in, having a field day with your money because they know you're willing to jump into a prop firm challenge, and they know full well that you're not fully educated and don't have the right tools. They know it. So when they got that busted for their Ponzi scheme, where did the money come from? From the retail trading family. So keep that in mind. Do you want to be suckered, or do you want some real trading tools that's going to help you behind for once and for all and say, you know what, about time? Okay. All right, you guys, I'm going to close this class out, and then I will see you guys next time on next Wednesday. Okay. And again, even if you don't buy anything, that's cool. I get it. But just bring your friends, family, and trading groups so that at least now you're in a family where somebody can help answer questions for you. Okay. And next time, if I didn't have an appointment, I would stick around longer, but I got to get to an appointment. Okay. Can we use the license on multiple computers? Oh, yeah. Yeah, definite. Yeah, definite. Definite. The license is tied to your broker accounts. Okay, so let me thank you. Great, very good question, Mary. So the license is tied to the broker accounts, not to a computer. There's two ways for us to actually use the system. Number one is to use it to tie it to a IP address, which we could have done, but we didn't. I prefer you use it on however many computers you want. So for an example, if you've got a computer at work, you got one at home, you got a computer you travel with, you can use it on all three because it's actually tied to the broker account. So as long as you're using it on the broker account itself, then that's how it's going to work. Okay. And you got 2 demo accounts and 2 live accounts. Okay, guys, I got to get out of here because I got an appointment. I can't miss this one. All right. And then we'll chop it up some more next week. Okay. Talk to y'all later.